Turning back to Helene's impacts, Boone, one of the hardest hit by Helene parts of the mountain community, as we've shown you, still devastated. They are left without access to food and water in many places. So many of you, though, have been stepping up to help our neighbors rebuild, including WCNC-Charlotte's Chief Meteorologist, Brad Panovich, who's joining us live now with a closer look at the impacts and how you can help. Brad, you have been going nonstop, even on your days off, to help folks, and we thank you so much for that.
Oh, no, I mean, I couldn't do what I do without the people here in North Carolina, especially the mountains, and an area a lot of us love. And being up here on the ground again today, we were in Lake Lure over the weekend. Today we're in the Boone area. I just want to show you the devastation. We showed you earlier the stuff being taken out of the apartments. The apartments are okay, but the building behind us on the property has actually been condemned. You can see it was actually floated off the foundation completely. Just shows you the power of the water. So the inspectors have been out checking out buildings. We don't know how many are going to be deemed uninhabitable, but this one you can see it's got the yellow sticker on here, which means condemned and unsafe. So they've been out here looking at these buildings, and this has been a big part of what's going on in the community. And once again, I'm going to bring in Kenneth Reece from WataugaOnline. And Kenneth, you were personally impacted by this as well. You had to go to a shelter for the first time in your life. Talk a little bit about what that's like, and what are people saying at these shelters up here in Watauga County?
I'll tell you what, Brad, it was quite different. Having been in broadcasting since I was 16, I was used to reporting on shelters and the services that they can provide. I'd never had to use one until now. It was great. There were a lot of resources there, the particular one I was at, and just like a lot of them across the high country, able to provide 3 meals a day, snacks, diapers for babies, wipes, canned goods, all kinds of items that, folks are still in need of. Even though the electricity is coming back on for a lot of folks, there's still quite a few without. And even when your power comes back on, the food in your refrigerator is ruined, and freezers, unless you had a generator hooked to it. So all of that has to be thrown away, and not everyone's going to be able to afford to go back to the grocery store immediately to restock. So those shelters and resource centers, vitally important for providing the essentials for day-to-day life.
Yeah, and absolutely, and that's one of the things we're seeing more and more is that there's such an outpouring from all across the country and the Carolinas. Monetary donations are becoming more and more important because the boots on the ground up here can take that money and get the things that are needed, because as Vanessa's been mentioning and I've been mentioning, as well as Kenneth, the needs change sometimes hourly, but certainly daily up here. So being able to act quickly, having that cash instead of trying to ship stuff up here is probably the best way to go and help people up here in the mountains.
Yeah, great reminder, Brad. Thank you.